Trying to buy ourselves a WatchJRGo headquarters right here. Outbid. This has been going on for a little while. I've bid it up from, I don't know, 75,000. It's been like a 40-day auction. So I just keep watching. Every time somebody bids, it increments 1 minute back onto the auction there. So I'm just gonna keep right on bidding. And maybe we can win ourselves 20,000 square foot of building to put all of the cars in.
On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back in the biggest automotive shop on all of YouTube. And today, I'm going to tell you guys how much I paid for it. What is going on, guys? I'm WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, we're here in the biggest automotive compound on YouTube, 20,000 square foot. And as you can see, the Grand National with the 350 swap is still sitting here. They want to blow this up, I guess. And I told them, cool. They're bringing some nitrous bottles. We're gonna end that thing because I guess they're putting an LS in that. And if there's one thing that I am always down for, it's putting an LS in things. So this was 350 swapped long ago, and now it's gonna get a much better 350 or a 6053, something like that. So let's go on a quick walkthrough here and talk about why I bought the warehouse first before we get into how much it costs. So on almost every single video I made, there were always like 50 comments, just tons of them saying, you need your own shop, you need a place to work. And I've known all along that we needed a real place to work where we could put a lift. There's only so much you can do in your garage at home laying on your back when you're just changing transmissions and engines and huge repair jobs all the time. There's a point where it's just hard to do on the ground. So I would go to the Car Ninjas and use his lifts because Johnny is awesome and an amazing host, and he let me just kind of come in there and use the place as my own. I took care of it all, kept everything clean, put it all back for him, and he uses some of my tools, and it just works out. It was a great relationship. I love working out of Johnny's. That shop's beautiful, and I wanted to build a beautiful place where we could do even more stuff and hang out with all of you guys. So like I said in the tour yesterday, we're gonna put a second story in here. We're gonna put like 4 lifts in the front of this thing. We're gonna fix all the concrete. I'm gonna come through, clean it all up, and maybe even do epoxy floors. I don't think there will be many more burnouts inside the shop. This is a place of business, but a place of miniature business where we do burnouts outside the doors. We're still gonna have a ton of fun in the warehouse though, but before we talk about the fun, I need to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN that's fast, easy to use, jam-packed with features, and the license includes unlimited devices. You can use it on your phone, on your laptop, on your desktop. You can always use your VPN with a single subscription. If you're a world traveler and you want to use a VPN to stay connected to the internet securely and privately, or you just want to travel around your warehouse on your hoverboard, Surfshark is here to help. Surfshark lets you connect to the internet through any country you want with 1,800 servers in 63 countries, which lets you get around things like geographic restrictions on Netflix. You can watch the 15 largest Netflix libraries in the rest of the world in the US, or if you are abroad, you can use the US Netflix libraries. And my favorite use, you can jump on the BBC iPlayer and watch Top Gear episodes for free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can try out Surfshark today completely risk-free, and they don't store any logs, so you can trust your privacy when you're using Surfshark. Get Surfshark today at surfshark.deals/JR. Make sure you enter promo code JR for 83% off and 3 months free. Once again, surfshark.deals/JR. Huge thank you to Surfshark for helping support the channel and helping me pay for this warehouse. Now we are back over here in the offices to talk about what this building cost me. And to be honest, it cost me a little bit. I think it was an absolute steal for the building, but now I kind of worry nonstop about paying for this thing because it's still not exactly cheap. So when this building originally went on the market, it was listed for $436,000. And I came here to look at it when the realtor was here, right when the auction was starting. I was the first bid on the auction. I bid $1 on it. And if I would have got the building for that, man, it would have been a steal. So it was listed for $436,000, and then it went up as a no reserve auction. Like I said, had the first bid, came and looked at it about 3 days after that first bid. And the real estate agent said, man, I think this is gonna bring some strong money. And all I could think was, I sure hope it doesn't. So the auction went on, and 30 days later, it was about time to close. So I jumped on, I started bidding. And I think when I jumped on, it was at about $55,000, $70,000, somewhere in there. Really not much after 30 days of sitting out there. Obviously, auctions, they only need to last like 5 minutes in reality. So I jumped on, I started bidding, and I planned on bidding this up to $300,000 and bailing out. That was my absolute limit, and I did not expect to win it because I expected it would bring far north of $350,000. But I will show you right now me winning the auction.
Let's make this happen. 27 seconds. They're gonna bid at 1 second though. That's what keeps happening here. I'm okay with it. This has been a pretty fun game, except it may last the entire day, which is not good. Drift 350Z needs to be done right now because that event starts at 7 and it's 2 hours of travel time, and that car's not even close. So there's a whole checklist that has to be done. Doesn't have coolant in it yet. Does run, will drive. All right, 1 second, closing. Oh! What? No! All right, that's the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life.
There you have it. That was a win. That was insane. I can't believe I actually captured the moment that it closed. I was not planning on that. And as you saw, I paid $237,500. And then there were fees. And I think the fees were 15%, which added up to something like $25,000 more or something like that. So in the end, I paid 200, let's just put plus, I don't remember the exact number on the fees, but $261,000. So that was my total cost right there. And then the bank came through and they said, you need 20% down. And I said, are you kidding me? It had to pay $25,000 that within like 24 hours for earnest money. They ended up giving me the weekend because the auction was on a Friday. So I brought $25,000 to the table, and I'll show you that right now. All right, guys, I'm on the way to write the biggest check of my entire life, but the city is covered in snow, so I figured we have to do at least one donut. Oh man, there's actually a cop around. That's all right. Come on, F-250, do your thing. Woo! Perfect zero turn donut. Look at this. The front end's not pushing at all. Front camera, low visibility, traction. Oh, this truck's angry. Oh, look at that big sideways drift. Well, that's the part you get to see. $25,000 today. Here at the very large bank to make this happen. And we did chip into 4 high to make the truck happen. And after paying the earnest money, that put me back down at $236,000. This is my whiteboard because we didn't have a whiteboard, so cardboard and a permanent marker it is. Also, it's cheaper. Check that out. I keep permanent markers on me to work on cars. So then I had to come up with a whole bunch more money, another like $25,000. So I think the loan overall was, it was $209. Then they put the fees back into it for me. I didn't even ask. And the loan ended up being $211,000 and change. So that's where we're at today, $211,000. So the payments on this work out to about $1,600 a month. And you're like, wow, that's cheap. That's like the median price of a home in America. And you guys are right. Like, first, this is a steal. This number is an absolute steal. I walked away with this warehouse. I don't know why, just nobody was bidding on it. And I got it for nothing. I actually think I know all the bidders. Clayton that was here was bidding on it. One of my friends that's in the Air Force was bidding on it. And he bailed out about $200,000. And somehow it was just me and one other guy, and that guy gave up because I was only bidding it up $100 at a time. So anyway, $1,600 a month, super cheap. And then you're like, yeah, it's gotta be just like a house, but it's not. $400 more a month in payments for insurance. So we'll start over here with my monthly payment. $1,600 plus $400, $15,000 a year in taxes, which is just insane. There's no world where this place should command $15,000 a year in taxes, but you guys know the government, it's probably not gonna go down. So we'll just add about $1,100 a month for taxes. And then what we've got, the water, so 2 buildings makes it really crazy. The water bill is about $33 a month minimum times 2, so we got 66. The gas bill is only on 1 building because the other one has propane, and that's got a minimum of about 50, I think. And we need trash, which I haven't even gotten yet, but that's gonna be about $92 a month. And electric. We've got electric on both buildings. There's 2 meters again, and that's about 50 minimum. So we'll call that 100 because, again, 2 buildings. At least it's 480 and we're on the commercial rate over there. The commercial rate drops way below residential. I do pay a lot less for power. So the base rate, I'm hoping that covers a lot of this. Cox would like to have $89 a month for internet. So we're 89 there. Right now we're using a wireless solution. Plus it's a little more secure than a cable modem. But yeah, so I think that's pretty much the breakdown of the cost at the moment. Let's add this up. We've got 2,000, 3,100, 3,200, and then that's basically another 300 right there. So $3,500 a month. That's about what I pay for this building. So that is a lot of money, and I am worried every day about how we're gonna pay for this, but what we're gonna do is come in here and work hard and make a lot of videos for you guys. And we're gonna flip some cars. I mean, people are worried about cheap cars. Here's the thing, cheap cars are a bad market right now because everything's priced so high. So I know I'm not playing in the $300 cars, I'm always looking, but we've got a bunch of nice cars coming, you know? Maybe we'll sell the R8 because originally I bought that as a flip, clearly. I was doing all that work so that we could make a bunch of money. And what's cool about that is the R8 has gone way up in value. Way up in value. It's worth almost $50,000 more than I expected I'd be able to get out of the thing. So we will consider selling that. We've got a bunch more cars lined up, some nicer cars that we're gonna flip. And that's where we're gonna start. But before that, we're gonna do some value add on the warehouse. I don't know where, but we're gonna just go through and start fixing everything we can because, hey, real estate's always a flip too. You never know when you need out. You just make the place better. And with those improvements, you should make more money on the place. Honestly, I think I could put the warehouse back on the market today and make $100,000 without lifting a finger. Maybe just sweep the floors. So it's time to get to work. There's a lot of work to do, and it's going into wintertime, so it's a lot of fun to work outside when it's freezing. But we're gonna do the work, and we're gonna make this place worth even more money. And, oh yeah, welcome to my office. There's some decorating to be done here, but this was originally the break room. I got in touch with one of the original employees. We've got a lot of cool stories from him. He helped build this place, and he said this was the break room, not the big boss office. Huge thank you again to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget to head on over to surfshark.deal/JR. Use promo code JR for 83% off and 3 months free. And don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com where you get cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. Shout out to my little sister for coming and helping me shoot this video. She is still driving her Camry wagon that she won't give up on for some reason. I'm telling you guys, I've said it on so many live streams, they bought her a new Camry hybrid and she was like, nah, I'm gonna keep driving this 80s wagon around.
Right.
You know new Toyotas are better, right?
Not in my heart.